Alright, we're back from our veteran level dungeon. This is Mike. We're going in the Cove this time. We've not been there in a while. We are taking the Occultist. We're taking the Antiquarian. Taking the Leper and Men-at-Arms. Spent a ton of money to get them upgraded. Also spent some money in the Sanitarium getting rid of my diseases. And a little bit, I believe, in the tavern or the... I also spent a little bit here. Survivalist getting these guys ready to go. Upgrading the blacksmith and the guild to level 3. Alrighty. Provisioning. It's a medium run, so we'll leave 4 back. Take a full set of shovels plus 1 in the Cove. The 1 key is just for secret room. Couple herbs. That should be it. Yep, we're good. Definitely a lot of new interesting things that will happen in the Cove since it's a veteran level dungeon. Aside from the enemies being tougher, there's definitely some new ones that I'll hopefully get to see. We're doing 9% room clear, so we have a lot of area to cover here. And start right off with a bad shuffle. I can move him back. That's probably the best play. She's fine where she's at. So why did I pick this group? I picked this group because they do a lot of damage. They're riposte. I only have one other healer which needed to get some disease removed, so I picked the Occultist. And then the Antiquarian was just needed because I need money in general. That's really the reason behind these group of 4. The Leper I've not taken out in a while, so that's why I want to take him back out. He can dish out a lot of damage. He also can take a lot of damage. I wanted 2 up front meat shields, kind of just to take care of enemies as we slowly move through them, because this group can deal some damage and take some damage, but they're not very fast at it. Apparently they also suck if they get moved around at all. Yeah, so the reason why I don't go to the Cove so much... The reason why I don't go to the Cove so much... Mainly just because a lot of the enemies are... They don't really have a lot of differences in all of them. They all do about the same thing. I already have that trinket. What the hell? Weird. There's not really that many tough enemies in the Cove at all. Like the roughest ones come in the veteran and the champion level dungeon. The basic apprentice really doesn't have any really tough enemies, which doesn't make it a challenge for me. Like, aside from this thrall, I'm really not worried at all about this whole fight. And if I stun him, I'm not worried about it at all. So, yeah. He's at 2. I now can concentrate on the back and not even have to worry about him that much, because there he goes. I mean, yeah, this guy's got 50% protection, so he'll take a while to mow down with 36 HP. But as long as I get some damage on the guys behind him, the 2 shockers, he will shield one. That's fine. When you have attacks to do double that hit 2 targets, it doesn't matter. Now granted, I can't pull that guy because he'll just hit him, but I can clear the corpse, which is what I was actually planning on doing in the first place. All I want to do is get rid of that corpse so I can have the Hue hit both these targets. Unfortunately, did not kill the Shocker. I have to wait till the next round to kill this guy. Guess I'll Blight. Get starting to work on damage over time. Stun him just to make him not do anything this round. Now it's unfortunate the Occultist's in the back and I don't have any really damage effects except for the back 2 party members. I could have put him in the 3rd position to do the stab, which is probably something I should do, honestly. I shouldn't think of it, honestly. This could be a slow, long dungeon. This will probably be the only dungeon I do in this video, just because it's going to be long and grindy. It'll take me probably about, I'd say, 30 minutes to go through it. Alrighty, getting through here. He's gone whenever he goes. I don't want to wait. Already at full inventory? Yuck. Like I have to use this right away. I don't need this. Yeah. God, this sucks already. Let me use this right now. Like I couldn't just wait and get that stuff after I get the chest? Guess not. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes they give you more inventory slots or less different types of gems. So it'd make it easier to carry everything. But why make this game easy? It should be difficult. No, don't really want to disarm traps really well, so we'll just take the damage and not care. 10 rounds, wow. So when you're walking down a hallway, a round is a... Thanks. A round is a square. And a room is also a square. So if you want to calculate that, I have basically 2 hallways to go through. And then a round is also this indicator right here on a fight. It's nasty enough I could get rid of it. But I'm just going to wait it out. It's not that big of a deal. Doesn't matter if he dodges or not. He can just take a ton of damage and that's be fine. His speed also apparently doesn't matter because he has a lot of speed already with 7. I'll just keep him healed a lot. He'll take a lot of damage, he'll dish a lot back out with his riposte. Actually might be beneficial there. Yeah, sometimes shuffles can be beneficial, which is nice. Now there goes the guy you guarded. That was a waste of your turn. Smarts. 2, 4, goodbye. That was a terrible shuffle. I think you get pushed back now. Nope, that doesn't happen with that ability. Kind of helps sometimes to know the skills and what they do of your party when you're planning out your whole attack for your turn. Like the last turn, I knew he could not do anything in the third position, so why not get a damage here instead of just turning him back and forth? Yeah, I knew I could move him, not get him any action, and maybe do more damage with my leper. But why not just take the damage and move back because he can't do any healing anyways. You can also do that by maybe who can do more damage in your party. I'm gonna keep stunning until you like resist this stuff. Now we're doing good. We're back up to almost full on all my party members. And he'll die when he gets to go. There we go. The ship's idle here always is a guaranteed buff. It's always the same thing no matter what you do. It's always good to do. And it lasts till camp, so we're going to last it for a long time. I'm skipping this room down here. Just based off of numbers. We have a lot of area to cover still. It's nice there's only one spot here between this hallway area here. That's kind of helpful. Yeah, it was a free room. I could have gone there, I guess. Got 2 free rooms ahead of us, which was good. Alrighty, here's the Eerie Coil, or Coral. See what we got to work with. Clumsy, Lazy. Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are all bad. Not about to look at anybody else. The only reason why I brought herbs in this whole place was just for that interaction.
Watch your step.
I'm never getting rid of that apparently the rest of this freaking dungeon. So 50-50. Let's figure it out here. We know that way's clear to a treasure. That way's clear to nothing. I want to go this way anyways because I want the money. A lot of curios. 2 fights coming up. You can use either a key or a shovel on that. That works for me. She just loves interacting with stuff before I tell her to. It's not really a bad thing, honestly. Just something I'm noticing. I don't really need the campfire here, so I can just do it whenever I want to. I'm probably going to do it at the end of the dungeon, after we've cleared it out. Honestly. We've not had many fights in rooms, which is good. Been kind of amazed about that a little bit. Most of the rooms have been clear. So we're starting with the Riposte, Blight, Tentacles, and then Hue. Seems like the standard thing I do for the first 4, unless I'm actually needing to heal one of my guys. Because that'll most likely get rid of... Shit. You could have not done that, I would have appreciated. And he's almost gone. He's gone. You definitely want to get rid of that Wurkle first. Spearmen are next. You can always leave the Maggot or Snail to last. Need to heal. Pretty much any one of my guys. I got the bleed. You could bring bandages every time you bring a cultist. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on actually how much inventory space I have left after I pick all my provisions. Or if I remember. Another way to go about it is always having high blood resistance on your whole party when you bring a cultist. Another way to look at it too. They used to have a really nasty trinket you could get with a cultist that reduced his chance to bleed down to 15%. So you just never would use his stab, and then you would never bleed your party. They kind of debuffed it a little bit, so it wouldn't be so good. But it was a cauldron that you could get when the game first came out. Nope, the promise of I need more room. So I'm going to use a key. I'm going to use a campfire here in this room as well. Alrighty, here's one of the new enemies we're going to face, the Crusher. We don't know anything he can do yet. Let's see here. Yeah, well, it didn't matter. He has a lot of push effects. He also has a very good bleed attack. He also has a very high protection. Yeah, he's just nasty. He's a lot better if you can push him to the back, but his move resistance is hard. Or pull everyone to the front. That's another good thing you do. Because he does block my whole path of actually clearing here. Let's see if this works. Nope. Well, that sucks. Good. That's his bleed attack. 8. So total 24. So if you look, he has 28 hit points. Yeah, he's pretty much screwed. That's good. Get rid of him. Another way to go about this, you could bring like the Plague Doctor to get rid of the bleeds, or a Hellion to get rid of the bleeds on herself. That's 16 damage. No good. But he's not your primary target, I feel like. It's always the guys in the back. If we can get stun off, maybe stop him for a round. That works. Also puts him up front. Reason being, this guy can heal his combatants, so it doesn't benefit you if you leave him alive. He's really susceptible to blight, which is good. But he takes a long time to just really work on. 26. Okay, that's a heal. I mean, granted, yeah, I'm losing all the bleed, but perfectly fine with that. The leper's doing quite a bit of damage to him. That's good. He's also taken all the damage, even though I have mark on my man-at-arms. It doesn't apparently make a difference. Oh, good. More blight. That's workable. We can go back to a stun. I'm just going to try to eliminate him as fast as possible here. Try to save face. Down to 13. Ooh, another bleed on someone else. That's fine. He's down to 1. Now he's dead. Doesn't matter if he resisted that or not. Let's do a little bit of healing here. Recover what he just took. Yay, 1. Nice thing about him is his speed makes him go last, which is beneficial. That's 750. That's 750. I'm gonna hit hunger tiles. Oh yeah, let's do this trick. Someone doesn't need to consume food. That's good. I didn't notice that till just now. So here's the way to prevent the midnight ambush in this party. Gives everybody stress, but it's the only way to work in this party at all. That's self only. You're kind of looking at the all companions. So here's dodge and crit. And here's damage and crit. Yeah, that kind of ate all my... that ate all my rest, but it was... those buffs are really worth it. Can I start using my antiquarian to remember to do that? Thank you. I mean, I bring her for that reason. I don't need this. So now we have to traipse back through these lovely hallways. I guess I could eat a little bit here since I have extra food. I don't know who's not consuming any, but I'm not really worried about it. It's probably someone who's over 50 stress, actually. Yeah, there it is. He has over 50 stress, so he doesn't eat. And he's at 55. It's always a quirk. It's not a bad quirk. It's always a good one. So it looks like we got one more fight up here. I'm probably gonna hit this room anyways. Might as well. Sometimes I wish things could stack higher. I don't see a reason why this can't stack 4. But, yeah. Ooh, I got a disarm finally. Alrighty, you're going to touch this again before I tell you? At least that one doesn't matter at all. Because I can't really fuck up a backpack. So this will be the last room in this dungeon. I can probably go do one more. I'll probably do the hallway and then probably not do the actual room itself. All depends on how we actually end up after this fight. It's pretty simple. Not that hard. Just 2 spearmen. Little guy that loves to give me diseases, which is great. All I try doing this game is with these cannon fodder fights to just give you more reasons to spend money when you go back to the hamlet. They're not way that I just hit the corpse. Oops. I only did 24 damage to the corpse. Sweet. That's good. As close as we are, that's perfectly fine with me. Guess we'll go till we don't need the shovels anymore? Sure. We're going to go until we need a shovel. Down this hallway. You can also cheat looking into your right here. See if anything's coming up. So I didn't get a scout. Okay, we hit a torch. Okay, we know what the end that's going to be like. I'm not going to go there. Went mainly for this Hellion trinket. It's really good. Negative 25% stress, 10 accuracy. As long as the torch is above 75. I usually keep the torch pretty high anyways. 30,000 gold. Bunch of crests. Oh my gosh. And a couple people got to level 4 because of that. But a ton of diseases. Thanks, Veteran Level Dungeon. Appreciate that. You're so nice. I did find out what this person took, the Shrieker. Still can't go after it yet, so it's not really a big deal. But it's definitely something I noticed, and it's annoying. That's a really good trinket. Berserker Charm. Is that on a short? No, it's on a medium. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that next. Alrighty, I paused it for a little while. We're going to be on this medium level dungeon here. In the Warrens. Taking a Vestal. Taking a Plague Doctor. Taking a Houndmaster. Taking a Leper with healing while camping. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and just get that removed really quickly with the Plague Doctor and Leeches. In the Warrens, I do want to switch to that because I want to have more ways to get rid of Blight and Bleed while we're going. It's a medium level dungeon, so take stacks of food up to 8. Torches like that. 2 keys, some shovels. Bandages and herbs. Taking extra scrolls in case I hit the pile of scrolls. That's good. If you don't take the right stuff, like if you forget to take food on accident or if you forget to take torches, the game will actually clue you in, or don't forget to take shovels. The game will actually clue you in that you aren't provisioned well. The game will also clue you in if you don't have trinkets on. Just something to keep in mind. It's not really a big thing. You can turn it off if you don't want the game to be helpful. But I like to keep it on just also so just make sure I'm actually doing everything right because I am trying to commentate and pay attention to a lot of things. This is a medium. This is a 90% room clear. I always like to, when I'm looking for a dungeon to face, my first instinct always to look at the trinkets that it gives. That's going to be my first thing I'm looking for. The next thing I'm looking for is going to be whether or not any of the heirlooms. And then after that, it's going to be whether or not my party can actually handle it that I want to take. And when I have level 2s, I don't want them to level, so I don't tend to take them out until I'm ready to do a boss. Same with level 4s as well. So you'll see Timmy take a lot of odd leveled characters. If they're right on the beginning of the level, they won't level right away in a dungeon, but if they're definitely close to leveling, I won't take them. That was awesome. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Probably make me not camp for a really long time. Alrighty, here's one of the new enemies in the Warrens, the pig area. This is the Swiner. He can move very easily around in the party. He'll do it on his own anyways. So I don't really need to pull anyone or push anyone back because he'll do it on his own. Now we're up to 5 per round on the Blight, which is sweet. So he's dead. He's taking 7 every time he goes, so he's almost gone. This guy's kind of like the crab we saw in the last place, the Cove, with a lot of protection and a lot of dodge. About the same amount of hit points. Difference is, he takes a lot more damage than the crab did. This is good stun attack there. He has a bull rush that comes from the back all the way to the front. He also has like a one that allows him to retreat and go all the way to the back. That's pretty much it for him. He has 3 attacks. Which takes a while to mow down. Here's a retreat. He would normally put everybody in front of him and go all the way to the back, but there's only corpses left, so it's fine. It's nice there now we can get the Plague Grenade on him. Could try to stun him. He has 95% resistance, so I'm not even going to bother trying. And he's gone. Not really that hard of an actual enemy at all. Where's my keys at? They're there. I never use those. I should just make a plan to use the Dog Biscuits as soon as the first 2 fights come along. And instead of just waiting until a good time. Because that would probably be smarter than just me just holding on to him and then deleting him as soon as I'm full. They don't give you money when you go back to the hamlet because they're free. Like if you have the Plague Doctor, he gives you anti-venom. That actually gives you money at the end of the run. So it's fine to keep that. Well, you're going to enjoy this lovely quirk. Bloodthirsty, thanks. Now he loves torture. Well, I didn't see that. I knew it was there and I just didn't remember to do it because I was too annoyed about the torture. Which way we're going? I guess this way? Based off of just what we've seen? Okay. So we're like missing like 8 trinkets because that lovely bird is got them right now. That encounter will stay until you actually go and attack it. It is a champion level dungeon. It is 1 room, and you fight him already. You basically ignore the bird. He has 3 attacks per round, and then you have to just kill his nest behind him. His nest has all the trinkets in it. If you try to kill the bird, it will take forever. So we've seen this Corpse Eater before. He's basically a worthless pincushion that doesn't really do much damage. On occasion, he might get a crit that does a lot, but his crit chance is so low that I'm not really too worried about it. And he doesn't have any protection, so you can just wail on him and he's gone. It's also very slow, so your whole party tends to get to go before him. It's a full stack of gold I just got. So many more rooms to clear. And so much stuff already in my inventory. Could rest already. Lose this buff. Got 4 more rooms. Let's rest. Let's eat. Open up the inventory slots. It's the best way to save the space. So we got to remove leeches. It also heals them a little bit, which is nice. We can give him accuracy and dodge. And we can also, guess, remove his. I'm always confused to do with the last couple of rest when I don't have enough to buff my guys. Ooh, pile of scrolls. There we go. Apparently I'll just get no one to replace it. That's just as bad, probably. Wish I got more scouts so I could figure out what's coming up. So I kind of plan what I want to keep and what I want to ditch. But, oh well. I didn't really need to camp based on my party, how they were doing, but I really needed to camp based on how my inventory was doing. Sometimes that's the reason why you're camping. In a long dungeon, you get 2 campfires that take up 2 slots. You kind of use one right away just to open up inventory slots. You'll bring on so much food as well. Yeah, that's good. Now they should go now, yep. 7, yep. Got just the drummer left. It's weird, I've been trying to play this game on the hardest level, the hardest setting, and I've not been having very much luck. It's weird to see it with this setting versus that, and see how actually not tough it is. Yeah, you can also go to the doorway and see if you can see anything, and then delete once you get out. It's kind of weird that you can actually hold that for that long. Like when you're even next to the chest.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place. In radiance, may we find victory.
So all the rooms are clear. That's gonna be quick and painless. I'm just gonna skip over that boss, that fight right there. No reason to do it. Not really hitting too many secret rooms as we play through this at all, which is unfortunate. I mean, don't really know a way to go about actually finding them more. Just purely randomness. Oh well. It's pretty easy, even though it was a veteran level dungeon. Picture number 13,000. Ton of crest down there. Got one guy up to level 4. Rest of them almost up to level 4. Yay, there's the Black Plague. So if you see the difference between the red and the black, yeah. They're both nasty. It's just so much on one character. So resolve means they will level. So if you don't take them in the next run, they will level regardless. I'm sorry, one resolve level. So my Grave Robber here will get to level 5. I actually don't want that to happen, but I can't do anything about it. Kind of sucks, actually. Could take this Grave Robber, get it right up to level 1. What do we have as far as low levels? And we'll figure this out here in a little bit. See you next time.